All right, so here we are with some of the thoughts that we're having right now. So the main way that I'm supposed to be hounded down is obviously resource driven. It's housing, food, but they're not able to charge me with a misdemeanor anymore. That means basically that if I am apprehended, they can't process the paperwork anymore, because I'm going to be able to flash them the entry like we did with the slash tires, and basically all I have to worry about is getting physically caught at a certain point, and detained. But after that, I'm not even sure they can detain me for very long. We had Gorsuch on the line, and he wonders whether or not it can actually, technically speaking, be that I can commit a felony, and it mean nothing because of this issue, because they can't adjudicate properly. It's going to be interesting. It was really fielded when we like tossed it to him when it was earlier this morning, when you bring up the 1210 and the officer refuses to acknowledge that they even know what that is. It's very telling. They don't even want to think about it. It's because they're operating with an institutionalized cult. That's why. That's why they have to avoid actually talking about what the issue is that is at hand. And I watched them. He just took off. He didn't actually look at the notice card that I gave him. He did nothing. So we're basically looking at a situation where, I'm going to see what happens if instead of waiting until tomorrow morning, I'm just going to sleep at the library. And if they try to arrest me, at the end of the day, I'm just going to say, hey, file me for trespassing, and they'll book me that night. So that way I don't have to be out in the cold. I should be able to just get whatever food I want. As long as I'm not apprehended, they can't do anything, So it's going to be very interesting to see how some of this works. The problem is that exactly, you're at this point with an individual like me, I'm at a certain moral boundary when no one is allowed to transfer me any money, and they have intentionally taken away my housing. So, and on the other side of it, I know that operationally I have an incredible amount, because again, we tried this already with that specific public defender, and they had to completely throw the case out. Like, they haven't contacted me one bit, ever since the Charlie Kirk scenario. Basically, our nation is in a covert war against itself, to a certain degree, and we're just trying to outline what the heck it even is. But it begins and ends with our ability to lie to each other in broad daylight. I'm obviously not going to be, suddenly looking for a B&E, but I'm definitely going to get myself fed, and I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm not in the cold for no reason, like I was last night. Once again, people can definitely argue that I've been a little slow on this, given what this could be, but it's the adjudication. You see, it's the adjudication with certain officers in the trust cycle, you see. And so, yeah, I think I'm just going to pop that tonight. I'm going to go get some food wherever, just grab a sandwich somewhere, walk in, walk out. There's nothing they can do. And after that, pull the switch on at the library again. So it's very strange. I've given them the last, because, there are cops here who already figured this out after exactly, kind of yelled it at them. And they're not very happy. They're not very happy that they've gone this far to try to destroy a person in broad daylight without acknowledging it, and without even being able to follow a genuine law of code. Like they can't even follow their own laws. And they can't follow their own laws to the point that they have to throw them out if they are to process me for those same laws. That's where I am right now, folks. So it's rather insightful just to think, I'm obviously not going to cause a problem. That's that clear. I'm just looking for food, and I'm just looking for housing. It's going to come down to how I can accentuate what else can be done, because there's still operational windows with that. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll have people tune in. I'm again not looking to start, any serious problems here because again, the boundaries themselves end and start at housing and food. In my case, because I'm not allowed either, and they're kind of like dangled. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Stay tuned, everyone.